Okay, you there? Can you see me? Here's my Marshall stack, one of my Marshall stacks, man. Impressed? It's huge. It's so big that it's teeny. Okay, so I got a couple of effects that are really turned down really low because the whole, I want to try to get as close to Eddie Van Halen as I can. The real secret of this whole thing is that Dan electrode, whatchamacallit, it's a 9-volt variac type of deal. It's the same. We're going on this guy on YouTube. I was watching how to get the brown sound out of a little amp. Well, I have little stacks, so well, same thing. It's 9-volt. So for going traveling around and stuff, you can get this Dan electrode thing where you can get a 9-volt out of a wall. You know, it's plugged in, and I can power a 9-volt thing. Or you can turn it down, set it on 9-volt, but then turn it down to say -3. So this thing's being starved for power, but as we starve it for power, we crank it up, thus getting the old brown sound, because that's what Eddie would do. Basically would turn all of his amps on 10, but he'd be running them with a variac and having it set on like 70 or 80, which was starving the things for power, but also, you know, sucking them for everything they had. So it was obviously a great sound, and I'm blowing it already because Eddie never set his effects ahead of the amp. He had this guitar go straight into the head, which was variac, and then out of the head into the effects, out of the effects into a power amp, out of the power amp into the speakers. Now you tell me who else would have thought that up. Nobody. Just instead of a mad scientist. Like, he built his own guitar out of parts, made the best guitar ever, the cheapest. And now look at that Frankenstein, which is made out of, what, $200, $250, $300 worth of parts, and you have to buy it for like 200, or like 25,000 or something. It's nuts. But, you know, who did it first and who's paying it? I certainly wouldn't pay, but I would build my own like I've tried. So here's our little variac, a Dan electrode power supply. I've got it starving this little amp while cranking it up, because what, in theory, I should be able to crank this amp and have it sound hot, but I crank the amp, I'm starving it as much as I can through that. It's set at -3, but if I crank the amp, it sounds like crap. So I have to turn the volume down. So I got the volume down about, you know, it's at 3 o'clock. I got oh no, the volume is at 10 o'clock. The tone I had to turn down at about 4 o'clock. And the gain is cranked. So there you go. I'm going to put the... it's not that loud. I'll put it pretty close. Put it right here. I'll kind of just get like half of it, you know, and then you'll have like an airy sound on the other half, and that'll be like, you know, the old days where he was on one channel. And then we'll try to get me playing this wonderful little setup, and you tell me what you think. Alright? I can sort of hear it. Well, I can hear it. I can hear a little growl on the open cord. Alright, I gotta take a break here. Hold on.